Welcome back. Our next Sky Bet Championship action takes us to Barnsley, where they're hoping a takeover by Chinese billionaire Chien Li. The Moneyball king Billy Bean heralds a bright new future. More pressing concerns on the pitch, though. 9 matches without a win sees the Tykes just above the bottom 3. The visitors were Reading, who arrived on the back of 3 successive defeats. Commentary comes from Paul Walker.
Barnsley without a win in their last 4 matches here. They've lost 3 of those. Not scored in any of those matches either. So their goals have been few and far between. Looking nervously over their shoulders at the moment. McShane finding Edwards onto Kermagant, and now Gunter getting up there. He's got clear of Zeki Fry as the angle's tight, and Davis beats it away for a corner. First chance of the match goes the way of the Royals, and Chris Gunter almost pinching himself a rare goal here. But Davis up to the challenge. Well, what a career he had as a player. Jaap Stam, you look at his success with Manchester United, a fearsome centre-back. Friars. Gardner onto Tiam. He's in the clear here. Mannone didn't know what to do. Well, he's done just enough in the end. Went off Tiam last, but certainly Victor Mannone seemed to be caught in 2 minds. It's a great ball through from Gardner. And in the end, Mannone did well. This is Williams for Barnsley. Edwards for company. Harvey Barnes steps away from Vandenberg. Gardner takes over. Williams lifted over the top. Headed wide in the end by Harvey Barnes, who'd taken up a good position inside the area. Williams lifts it in, well wide of the target in the end. Edwards onto John Swift, let it go. Mo Barrow took a wicked deflection, and over the top it goes for a corner. Well, defence into attack for Reading there. Paul Higginbottom, plenty to ponder. Williams. Here's Hamill against Blackett. Yeardham overlapping. 4 in the box. Tiam is one of them! Hits the side netting. Well, that was a better attempt than the previous one. Hamill and Yeardham combining down the right. It's good contact with it, but brushes the side netting. Plays it out in the general direction of Adam Hamill, goes off Blackett, who you feel is under a little bit of pressure at the moment, the Reading left back. Hamill's cross. There's Harvey Barnes, who I think was distracted just enough by Chris Gunter. So wicked ball in from Adam Hamill. Yeardham into Mamadou Tiam, nicely taken down, needs options, finds Bradshaw, it's Tom Bradshaw! Tiam holds the ball up, waits for Bradshaw's run. That's a great ball into Tiam. He's got a lot of work to do here. Opens up for him, it's Tiam, it's Bradshaw. Can he get follow-up in? He can't. Mannone spreads himself brilliantly. But a great piece of skill in there initially from Mamadou Tiam. Created the space on his own. Started off by Yeardham. Lovely twist and a turn and a flick. And then fired it straight at Bradshaw, who couldn't turn it in. Well, no sign of the new owners of Barnsley in the director's box. I'm sure they're here somewhere. Here's Hamill. Scooped over the top. I think he was trying to find the run of Harvey Barnes, but Mannone quickly to the edge of his box. Mo Barrow. Blackett. Delivers across towards Kermagant! Jan Kermagant scores for the first time since last season's playoffs. It's all about the cross from Tyler Blackett. It was a wicked ball in from the left-hand side. And the man who Reading wanted on the end of it was on the end of it. Jan Kermorgant plants the header home, and the deadlock at last is broken at Oakwell. Blackett has a look, knows where Kermorgant is, who gets in between two defenders, and he was not going to miss from there. Gets in between Zeki Friars and Liam Lindsay, and makes absolutely no mistake. Back across the goalkeeper, and Reading have the lead at Oakwell. Barnsley 0, Reading 1. Corner given. Can Zeki Friars find somebody in red? He can't. Cleared by Gunter. It's just Friars again. Trying to give Blackett the slip. Zeki Friars, it's a good hit. Equally a good save from Manone. Good firm hand on that from the goalkeeper. Steps inside Tyler Blackett here, Zeki Friars. Plenty of venom in the shot. And Manone tips it over. Friars, Gardner, Isgrove. Can he make something happen? It's a good delivery, good header! Equaliser! Ethan Pinnock with his first Barnsley goal! In the 90th minute, Barnsley back on terms. Lloyd Isgrove with the assist. Again, it's all about the cross. We talked about Blackett's cross for Kermorgant, but that's equally as good. It's a terrific leap from Ethan Pinnock, and beyond a helpless Vito Manone. Hooked on by Lindsay, Ugbo going after it. Manone didn't quite get there. And Gunter forced to head over his own bar. Panic stations there for Reading. Well, they were all over the place until Chris Gunter took control.
Oh, quite annoyed, to be honest, because you don't want to give it away that late. Happened to us a couple of times that, you know, extra time, the teams are scoring against us. And you just simple things, basically, you know, they put the centre back up front, so you need to mark, you need to defend those crosses coming in as well. But still it happens.
If I ever want evidence why I want people to listen to me and been banging on about 18 months about people who can attack the ball in the box, that's the game. I might play two centre-backs and two centre-backs up top the next game. That's it, there's my evidence.
Finally, your hopes for 2018 now, what would they be? Yeah,
I hope we can win the league. Yeah, I think everybody wants to have as many points as they can, and that counts for us as well.
So another disappointing result here for Reading, which has rounded off a really disappointing first half of the season. I don't really know how to explain it. We're playing exactly the same style of football as we did last season, and I think realistically we just really overachieved last year, added in with a little bit of luck. But I think we've still got to stay with Stam.
No winning 10 now for Barnes is a worrying stat, but a draw in the end that they deserved. It should have been 3 points though for Barnsley. 2 points dropped, I'd say, in a game that Barnsley really needed to win, with teams in and around in the bottom three winning once again.
Saving grace for the Barnsley fans is to see how this new board that took hold of Barnsley invest into the team, because we need to turn these draws and these defeats into 3 points if Barnsley want to stay in this division.
Absolutely, it's as simple as that. Now, I'm sure the audience are screaming out to hear your views on sabermetrics and Moneyball, and I know you love to give them to us, but listen, forget that. Let's talk Mickey Ball. What are the important fundamentals as Barnsley go into this new era that they get right early?
Be patient. We all know that the owners are very wealthy, Colin, but it doesn't happen overnight. We know everybody's going to get excited because they're coming into the January period and everybody thinks they're going to spend 30, 40, 50 million pound and completely change the season. Well, forget about that. Start to bring in a few experienced players. Give Paul the money, because he has to stay at the club, by the way. Give him the money to go in there, just to bring in some experienced players to help the younger players out and start to climb the league. Look at next season. Then you can go out and you can kind of pick the better players and give yourself that chance of promotion, but it's going to take time.
Yeah, I think, you know, I'm a big baseball fan, so long before the film and stuff, I was familiar with Oakland A's and Moneyball and Billy Beane. I don't think it works in 2017. You know, it's about spending less money to get the best based on in-game stats. Everybody uses that in 2017.
Yeah.
In football and baseball and American football. So let's keep it simple, right? 2 great crosses, 2 great goals. Yeah. That's the only stats we need from today's game, isn't
Absolutely. Well, it all started, I mean, it was a bit of a scrappy game, but Tyler Blackett there, putting it on a 10-penny for Kermigan, who gets in between the left back and the centre-half. I mean, it's brave, it's a fantastic cross. But again, here you've got Ishgrove on the right-hand side. He just gets past Blackett, but just puts it, you know, on a 10-penny for Pinnock there. I mean, fantastic. Again, you're talking about bravery, getting his head on it. And I think overall it was probably the right result, because 2 sides, you know, didn't really play great, but I think overall it was probably a fair result. And
Yapstam, very funny, they're very sharp, you know,
he was
winning the league. But what should be the expectations going into, if you like, the second half of the season?
Well, I think because they overachieved last season, got themselves to the playoff, I think everybody expected the same thing. But again, it's going to be so difficult. You think about the sides who've come down from the Premier League, the sides who've strengthened.
Yeah.
If they can get themselves around mid-table, I think they'll be OK.
Absolutely OK.